Hey there gamer guys and gals, I'm Richie and welcome to IG Critic. The Pokemon games have been going from strength to strength, every generation adding a new feature or two to keep us entranced and entertained. The amount of Pokemon there are, the types of Pokemon there are, Pikachu with hats! Every game has something that's individual, that makes it unique. The Johto versions had... Every generation of games seems to have something individual that makes that game unique. The Johto versions introduced making your own Pokeballs. Ruby and Sapphire had Poke Seals and the Pokemon competition. The first generation introduced the Safari Park. We've seen triple battles, horde battles, Pokemon competitions, Poke Olympics. But the question on everyone's mind, what's coming next? Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are reportedly the last Pokemon games to be released on the 3DS platform. So how are they going to top Ultra Sun and Moon? What's going to come next for Pokemon on the Switch? Well, we've been brainstorming an idea or two, and here are the features we would like to see in the next generation of Pokemon games. Listen up Nintendo, we're starting off with character customization. One of the main things that caught everyone's attention in Pokemon Sun and Moon was how much more mature the character looks. No longer is there a simple bobblehead sprite running back and forth and up and down across the screen. This 3D sprite was customizable right down to the eye colour and hairstyle. Between you and me, a few more clothing options wouldn't hurt. If like me you've been playing Pokemon since the first generation way back in 1996, then like me you will be thrilled with the idea of being able to customise your own personal avatar. But wouldn't it be nice to play a grown-up for once? Come on, we've been a child for 20 years! Adding ages to the character customization would be a very welcome addition to the Pokemon games. You can combat adults in the game, so why can't we be one? You go up against these nursery kids, these ace trainers, the gym leaders. Brock was much older than you in the first game, and his Pokemon were roughly what, level 18? Maximum? Come on. Rather than focusing on making Pokemon a kids game, why not call it a family game, automatically making it valid for all ages and age-based character customizations. Our next point, Pokemon that follow you around. Pokemon Yellow introduced something that's been fascinating Pokemon fans since that game. A concept that changed the way I perceived Pokemon games forever. A Pokemon that follows you around. He waddled behind you all the way across the region, showing expressions, taking part in the story, really making you feel like you had a friend along for the ride. In Soul Silver and Heart Gold, they revived the concept, making it possible for any Pokemon on your team to follow beside you, standing tall and proud, flying through the air, galloping across the plains, and floating across the ground if it didn't have any legs. I'm talking about you, Whale Lord. Who knew it could fly? It was uber cute to have your favourite Pokepal keep you company. Admit it, who didn't feel badass with Groudon stomping behind them along Victory Road? That beast was huge! The Poke Refresh has similar features, allowing you to form a bond with your Pokepals, but it's not the same as having your favourite companion walking alongside you. Feature the third, Pokemon Contests! Originating in the Hoenn region, this friendly contest provided a new way to utilise your Pokemon strategy and battle tactics. There are 5 categories to compete in: beauty, coolness, cuteness, smartness, and toughness. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It may not have appealed to everyone, fair enough, but it undeniably added another layer to the game and a different way to play. Rather than competing head to head, you were fighting for attention, trying to shine the brightest amongst 3 other players. Moves weren't only effective because you used them, it would make a difference when you used them. You had to plan your strategy in accordance with what the other contestants may or may not do. Some moves were more appealing if you were first in line. Some abilities even made the other contestants nervous, making it impossible for them to focus enough to perform adequately. Not to mention, if you did well enough in the Master rank, you got a nice shiny ribbon for your Pokemon and bragging rights. Yeah, my Vulpix was the cutest one around. Beat that. A bit more sporty, the Pokeathlon! Yet another way to pit the skills of your dream team in feats of strength, speed and dexterity. A minigame in Soul Silver and Heart Gold, these little featurettes use the touchscreen in order to play. There is a snowball throw, there is a relay run, there is even a beach ball tournament. Pokemon in bikinis, would that necessarily work? I'm going to stop thinking right there. Perform well enough and your Pokemon's stats would be recorded in the records hall. Not only that, it was just another way to play, adding another way to use your favourite Pokemon, your team, to play with a friend or versus the AI. It was just a little something extra that really added to the experience. If they ever brought back the Pokeathlon, we have ribbons, why don't they add medals? I love the ribbons way too much. 5. Pokemon trainers. I want to see more Pokemon trainers, and I'm not just talking about the sprites, I mean actual gamers that are playing. This has kind of been done officially in the Festival Plaza in Ultra Sun and Moon, but it's not the same as bumping into your buddy while out in the wild on an adventure. There are actually quite a few Pokemon MMOs out there that incorporate this feature, and it is so appealing to see other players and their customized avatars out in the field. Not only can you show off your strategies and your Pokemon team, but you can also strut your stuff, showing off your costumes, your accessories, your hats. So many hats. Respect the Trilby. If you haven't found the Team Skull tank top in Sun and Moon, look it up. It looks sweet. Moving on to Mega Evolution Varieties. Charizard and Mewtwo amazingly have 2 Mega Evolutions each providing terrific boosts and varying abilities which are useful depending on your preferred battle style. True, not every Pokemon has a Mega Evolution, but why are there so few X and Y varieties? When I see that my opponent has a Mewtwo, I always have to stop and question, oh bugger, which one is he going to turn into? The Ultra Mega Psychic or the Psychic Fighting? Whatever I do depends on this crucial question. If it's Mewtwo X, my Dark Attacks will do nothing and my team's going to take a Psychic Walloping. If it's Mewtwo Y, his special attack is going to skyrocket and he's going to steamroll my team no matter what I do anyway. Having different varieties of Mega Evolutions makes battle more exciting and less predictable. What's Pokemon if it doesn't have a challenge? Point 7. Cutscenes. Any player familiar with the franchise will have to be comfortable with mountains of scrolling text. Don't get me wrong, it works and has been working for 20 years. Bravo Game Freak and Pokemon Company. Bravo. Without text in Pokemon games, I probably wouldn't do any reading at all. Okay, that's a lie. Reading is awesome! Yet there was something so momentous during Pokemon X and Y in the first reveal of Yveltal and Xerneas. In Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire, they went even further in their reveal of the legendaries Kyogre and Groudon. Who doesn't remember those cutscenes? Not to mention Deoxys and Waycraiser. That was epic on the 3DS. Just those few seconds of animation really improved the storytelling by a mega heap, and this we want more. Pokeball seals. You may or may not remember this, but in the original Ruby and Sapphire versions of the game, it was possible to add an effect for when the first member of your party appeared in battle and your Pokeball popped open. This was called a Pokeball seal. By collecting the whole alphabet of the Pokemon unknown, you were rewarded with a Pokeball seal casing in which to store your various effects. Vulpix could burst into battle in roaring flames. Raichu could thunder onto the scene in scores of electricity. Lapras can be revealed through a cloud of bubbles. It's a great concept for gamers who wish to further customize their experience and who want to begin their own battle with a flair. Customizable Poke-appearances. Cosplay Pikachu from X and Y was uber cute. The special event Pikachu with ash caps are even more uber cute! I could die. Pikachu could be cool, or smart, or tough, or even beautiful. A beautiful Pikachu, how does that work? Why Pikachu, you're looking rather beautiful today.
Pika, 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 Pikachu!
There was the Furfrou Pokemon in X and Y that could also be styled if you took it to the hairdresser. There was that bird in Sun and Moon that changed its Alola form depending on what nectar you gave it. And before you say anything, it's impossible for me to remember all the names now. I used to know every single one when it was just 150. Now I have no chance. I know, I'm such a disappointment. But wouldn't it be interesting if held items had a more visual effect? What if when you gave Luxray some sunglasses, they actually covered his face during combat? Okay, maybe not all items could actually have an effect on appearance, but surely they can make a bit of an effort. We've seen it during the anime series. I want it in the game. I think being able to add some safety goggles to my Leafeon really makes a statement at the start of battle. It says, I'm a Leafeon, and I'm all about safety. Imagine if when you gave your poison Pokemon some black sludge, they were actually covered in black sludge. It may ruin the surprise and battle tactics, the strategies, tipping off your opponent as to what item you're actually holding. But how cool would that look? Or icky. A super expansive, explorable world. It's undeniable that the Pokemon games just get bigger and bigger and bigger. But for me, Silver and Gold just take the biscuit. You started off exploring the beautiful Asian-based Johto region. You collect all 8 gym badges, you fill your Pokedex, you climb Mount Silver, you defeat the Pokemon League, and then you discover you can go back to Kanto! An entire hidden region, complete with its own gyms and challenges for you to overcome. Your journey doesn't have to stop with the Pokemon League. In fact, it's only halfway completed. When you think about every generation of Pokemon games, how many gyms and badges are there to collect? What I want is a Pokemon game where I can travel through all 6 known regions of the Pokeverse. I want to be able to jump from Alola to Sinnoh, back to Kanto for a coffee, and then maybe to Johto to take in the sunset. With that Goldenrod radio station playing in the background. I want to be able to fly to the Pokeathlon and then take in a beauty contest in Hoenn. I want a game where I can collect all the badges, all the ribbons, all the Pokemon, all the accessories. I want everything. And I want it in one game. I just gotta have them all. Because what is Pokemon about if not exploring and growing and collectibles? Those were all the Pokemon features we would like to see in the future generation of Pokemon games. What do you think? What would you like to see in your future Poke experiences? What do you want in the next generation of Pokemon? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm Richie, think games, and see you next time. Thank you for watching IG Critic. If you enjoyed viewing it as much as we did making it, then please remember to give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. For more on video games, feel free to check out our other content here on YouTube and over on igcritic.com.